it's Pank from HnOHypnosis, friends. I hope you're well. And today I want to talk about something quite interesting with manipulation and when we want to influence people. Because this weekend, perhaps, I'm not sure, I want to go in seminar with some yogi people from India, and they sell the main idea that we can be a superhuman. And it for me it's always quite interesting because I think we have a lot of potential, but I don't think we will become superhuman. In hypnosis, I always do say to people, we have this potential, and actually, you use a small part of your potential, but you can open yourself to what you can to do. But you can't do everything because our potential is good for something and not for other thing. For example, I can have a big potential for judo, but I will have not potential for running. And even if I want to train myself, I will not be able to have good time in running. But if I train myself to judo, jiu-jitsu, I can become someone good because my potential is okay with that, and I have possibilities to open myself to what I'm really connected to. So this weekend, this Sunday, they say, okay, you can become superhuman with your third eye and Kundalini energy. Okay, and I go to the website and I read the general condition. What we click on to say I agree with everything what will happen over there. And the first thing I observe, and it's quite strange for me, it's okay. You can become superhuman, but you can hurt yourself during the seminar with exercise and so on. It's not fully good for me if I want to become a superhuman. And if after, I don't know, several hours of work I'm hurt, I will not become superhuman. But that's the life. The second thing, and I think it's the most important idea to understand how we can drive idea to people. It's you can't use engineering to reverse engineering to say something about what we will explain and prove to you. So they have an idea that what they do with the third eyes is scientifically proved, and they will show us how they do. But we can't use an engineering to reverse all the phenomena and understand that. They explain you can do that. It's illegal. And like you sing, you need to keep your idea and what you want to do for yourself because it's forbidden. And for me, it's quite amazing to understand that personal development and a lot of time spirituality and so on is just like a big sect. We can have so many pressure for from this type of school of communities and in personal development, personal growth. We have a lot of that. We have that because people want to have their own reality. They say I'm awake to energy, to Kundalini, to third eyes, to love, universe, but you can't say anything about what I will say. And you think for that. You can buy a seminar, you can buy how to do tapes or so on, but you can't say anything wrong about what you will learn. And that's crazy because for me it's again the freedom. When we go in hypnosis seminar or even in energetic seminar, in Reiki seminar, or in quantum touch seminar and so on, if you are not agree with the techniques, you are not agree, and that's all. Your teacher will just say, okay, you can have your own opinion, and that's beautiful. You can say, it's bullshit to learn NLP, hypnosis, energetics, and so on, but you are the right to say that. And a lot of people, and I remember to myself, one time I did a seminar with big American guy, very known in energetics and quantum stuff like that. They explain, we were around 400 in the place, and the guy just hypnotize ourselves, and after that make you some experiences, and all people give the feedback that the suggestion was oriented for. So it was normal to have some feedback because we were in trance, and we had some suggestion to leave that type of feedbacks. That's so normal. And during this time I did an article on my blog in France, and I did a video. A lot of time when I go in seminar, I like to do a video to share my opinion, to share techniques and so on, because I think everybody can't buy seminar, everybody can't travel a lot and so on. So I think the knowledge need to be shared, and that's always interesting because you win. Even if you pay something but you share for something for free, people give you some feedback and you upgrade yourself. So after a moment, I had a feedback, I have a mail and call from the organization, and they explain you need to erase this video and this article because you talked about this method and it's forbidden, and we can have a legal issue for that. So in my mind, I say to myself, what? I pay someone to teach me something, and after that, I can't say anything wrong about that because they need to validate what I can say. They only want a good testimonial, but not bad, or in my mind, it was not bad. It was just, okay, there it was hypnosis, it was not energetics, there it's only conditioning and so on, blah, blah. I give the feedback with the hypnosis filter. I don't say I'm right. I only say, okay, we can observe everything with another point of view, like a scientific one, like a esoteric one, like a spiritual one, like an hypnotic one, and so on. And people say, no, you need to erase that because it's bad for our business. And at this moment, I'd say to myself, it's crazy. Sect, because it's a sectarian people, just say you can't do that. And more, they can make some cash if you are free to say something. Because you are not free. If you go in this group, you are not free. You need to be okay with or shut up. And I think it's crazy. It's a big manipulation. And a lot of people, thousands of people say, okay, I agree with that. I will never say bad stuff about that. We can't have any opinion. And that's, for me, very problematic in our personal development community. We can't say something. And we know when we say something, we will have some critics, for sure. Everybody on the internet understand that, on forum, in groups, in video. People say, oh, dislike, you talked about shit, blah, blah. Okay, that's normal. People have their own opinion. And I think it's beautiful to have their own opinion and say, I disagree or I am agree. That's cool. But to say you can't say something about what you learn, it's crazy. And more of that, in France we have a big group in hypnosis named H, and they did very interesting, it's not seminar, but every week they work on some aspect of hypnosis named hypnology. And they did a special session, 2 special sessions about the well-being and personal development, and they put the video on YouTube, and they had so many pressure about people who think differently and from personal growth, because they critique a lot and say there are a lot of leverage of manipulation, hypnosis, suggestion, influence, and so on. So it's a point of view about personal growth, personal development. It's not to say it's bad, it's you can observe stuff like that. I'm not right, but you can just open your mind about that. they had so many bad feedbacks and threats about what they say that they need to stop and put away from internet their work. So if people are so awake, if people are so open to love, to be okay with energy and so on, why they are so afraid about some people who are not agree with? If you love people, if you are awake of several reality of quantics logical, you need to accept that in this quantic way, in this different state of mind, we can have different point of view, and that not right, but that not wrong. It's only a point of view of people, and we need to accept that. So we need to take care, for me, about all community with personal growth, and even sometime in hypnosis with some esoteric stuff, because they will say, oh, you have a limited belief and you can't upgrade yourself because you are only focused on the bad thing, or your belief is too small, you need to reframe that. But they have their own limits in their belief because they don't accept that other people can be free. If you have some question, just let me know, like every day. Just take what is good for you. Take care. Bye bye.